I just can't see myself. Hello, hello, YouTube. Let's get it going. You already know I got to start off with a smile. Happy New Year, everyone. It's a great night to have a great night. I'm still stuck on one on my Facebook. That's crazy. But hopefully it'll catch up. But anyway, we want to get started on today. Put my phone on do not disturb. I always getting somebody to call me. What's going on? So now my Facebook, the malfunctions. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Let me grab this. Hope everybody's had a great new year so far. It's only, 6 days in and everything. So, hopefully people, well, a lot of people didn't start their resolutions until today. I don't make New Year's resolutions. Um, I just work on accomplishing goals like I do on a daily basis. So it's just another day for me. Because I was telling my students earlier at work, resolutions meaning that it's an ending. You're gonna give yourself an ending. Resolution means the end, right? So you want something that you're gonna accomplish so that you are steadily growing with it. So just a little tidbit of what I told my students today. Hopefully somebody listened to me, but you know how that goes. But my name is Toria Howard. If you don't know who I am, drop a 1 in the comments if you're new to my live. Drop a 2 if you are watching this live, and drop a 3 if you watch a replay. And I should say drop a 2 if you've been here before, and drop a 3 if you have if you are watching the replay. And I really appreciate it. Hi, Nelson. So let's talk about it. Mastering your money in 2025. Yes, it is a new year. How is everybody feeling about 2025? If you're a numbers person, right? And you add up the numbers, because I'm not into it, so don't get all into that with me, okay? But I know that 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. Okay, 9 is a biblical number. So if you believe in that type of thing, so you know just understand that this is you're in, Nelson, please. We you are in a season where abundance is for you, but you got to have the education to do so. So let's talk about it. A lot of people don't, especially coming off of the Christmas season. A lot of people, spent a lot of money. Some people overspent. And I did stress before about making a budget for Christmas and being able to stay within that budget. So, that's what we're going to be talking about. How can you come off of um the Christmas holiday season, New Year's, popping bottles and all of that, um, to knowing now what you need to do. So let's start with zero-based budgeting. So what is zero-based budgeting? So a lot of times people know what's coming, what's coming in, but a lot of times we don't track what's coming out, because like our parents back in the day used to have a checkbook. They used to write everything down. They used to subtract that. I think a lot of people need to go back to that method, but you know everything is so quick and fast, and you have all these different apps that you can use now. So utilize what works for you. Some people still like pen and paper. Some people like to use technology, whatever that is. But zero-based budgeting is when you basically take your income, list every expense from your essentials like rent, utilities, your discretionary items like dining out, and you put them into categories, right? Hi, Nisa. And you you put them into categories, and you see what's going in and what's going out. And especially if you're a subscriptions person, okay? So you're taking that income and subtracting all of that. Your expenses equal zero at the end of the month. that's what zero-based budgeting is. So your whole point is to pay things down to the point where your expenses is zero and you still have some money left over. So, you have your rent and mortgage, you have your utilities, you have your transportation, your entertainment, your debt payments are like your credit card bills and stuff like that. Um, and then your savings, and then your miscellaneous. Savings need to be an expense, and a lot of people don't do that part of it. They try to, I what happened to me was how I got a little bit more disciplined is I opened up another bank account and just had my savings automatically deducted because I wasn't that disciplined to take my savings out and go put it in the bank or transfer it or whatever. I did the extreme where I didn't have access to the account. I had to, I had to do a lot to get that money out. So that was the point of making me be more responsible. That's what I had to do. Well, do what you need to do, but basically you take your income and you subtract your expenses, and at the end of the month your expenses are zero. Um that's the zero based budgeting. But you have to give an assignment to your money, and that's another thing that people miss. You have to have an assignment for your money. Allocate your entire income to these categories until there's no money left to assign. Even savings should be given a specific purpose: emergency fund, vacation savings, whatever. Make an assignment out of it. And because the thing is, you have to make sure that you are giving your money a vehicle and making it, move in a sense, whichever way that goes. Okay. So make sure that you're tracking throughout the month. Where are you bleeding more? What can you do to, you know, budget a little bit more? If you spend 50 more dollars on groceries, reduce the entertainment budget. Don't go over what you already calculated. And a lot of people, do that. They be like, well, I had to go over, but you have to take something from somewhere else in order to make it balance. If you're a business person, a balance sheet, right? It has to balance. So if you spend, if you track and adjust, then you might have to take something. You can't take away from your rent, your utilities, your transportation, your debt payments, and you don't want to take away from your savings. So you might have to take away from, if you overspend on your groceries or something like that. But sometimes, you want something extra, something is going on during that month. So you have to make something special or whatever the case may be. You need to make sure that you adjust it where it's possible to adjust it, which is, hey T, which is usually from your entertainment budget. I'm sorry. But I know a lot of some things are just not can be adjusted. Like I can't, I'm sorry. I don't like using the word can't, but I'm just not proficient with doing my own hair. So that's something that has to be in the budget, people. I'm just not proficient. So that's not my strong suit. So I pay other people for that. So that's gonna always be there. So things that are, non-negotiables, of course, you keep it in there. I'm not a big nail person, as you can see, but so I can do without having to do that multiple times a month or whatever. Or I don't know how long nails last or whatever. I used to get dip or whatever a lot, and that's what I usually do. I'm just a natural person. I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I don't spend a lot of money on makeup, stuff like that. But I do spend money on my hair. So, I have taken, away from certain things because I don't do, a lot of the extra with the makeup and the nails but do you? But if that's something that you have to do, then, keep it in your budget, but you have to take it from somewhere else because you don't want to overspend. That's the whole point. So what do you do to, keep it moving, right? So the next tip would be to automate to win, right? So understand that when you automate your finances, to get a little bit less stressful. So, for example, $100 a month into your savings account for emergency fund and paying bills like your phone and electricity from your account then it's, it's automatically taken out. You don't have to worry about it, but you're tracking it. So, because you have your budget, so you know when it's coming out, when it's due, and it is on time. And that helps, to keep your credit report on track by paying your bills on time. Now, it's not going to increase your credit score that much, but paying it on time, not getting that late payment will, reduce the factor of it going down. So you want to make sure that you are doing that. A lot of times when you have credit cards, I tell people to use their credit cards like their debit card. So whatever you spend, like pay your light bill, pay your phone bill, pay those different things with your credit cards, that will help boost your credit score, because you can pay that right off because you have the money. So it's just different things, but automate it, make it so that it automatically comes out, so it's not in your hands for you to make a decision with. That's the thing. It's all about being disciplined. So when it's already gone, then it's not, it's out of sight, out of mind type of thing. It's like a psychological thing. You might have to trick yourself, right? So the next thing would be audit your subscriptions. I don't know how many times Apple hit my account with something. You got, Apple, then whatever your apps are. You got Netflix and all these different. You got to subscribe to every TV network now. It's crazy. Like back in the day, you just had good old cable. Right, it does give you a peace of mind. See, so you had good old cable where you just pay one bill. Now you got to pay for ESPN is extra, Peacock is extra. Then you got Hulu, and then all the extra stuff that come with that. And then you have all this other, stars and stuff have always been like extra and stuff like that. But it's just like everything is extra now. So you just have to be mindful of that. Those of you that had them gym memberships and y'all not going, I'm just saying. But y'all know I go. If you watch my story, I'm in the gym. But so I know I have friends who have gym memberships and they just take it out. I don't even go. That's wasting money. Like if you're not gonna go, then just stop. Like let's just stop that bleeding. You can use that money. You can buy a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust on the stock market, instead of letting it go to the gym membership. You're not doing. At least the money is in a vehicle and it's making it move. So track your habits. See what's coming out in these different subscriptions, and make sure that you're paying attention on when they come out. I have like my life insurance on auto pay. Of course, they want you to put like your car insurance on auto pay. Those different types of things. You can even set up, depending on like where you live, if your management company lets you set up recurring payments on your rent, you already know when it's due on the 1st every month. They don't change. But sometimes you might have to the 3rd, so 4th, 5th. Some people might stretch it out depending on how you get paid. But regardless of the fact, making sure that you automate your life, and also just audit your subscriptions and knowing where it's coming from. Because think about it. Say, for instance, someone is spending $60 a month on going to the gym and then they're going. That's $720 a year. Now, look, if you big balling and $720 a year is nothing, by all means. But that $720 can buy you a lot of different investments that can make that $720 turn into $7,200 or $72,000. I'm just saying. So just making sure that you are tracking your subscriptions. A Truebill has something that can help you track it. Rocket Money has something to help you track it as well. Going back to the budgeting, if you need like a digital budgeting app, they have, different, Mint, YNAB, Every Dollar, these different apps that can help you track your spending that way too. So it just depends on. Now, let's talk about what you can do with that extra money. How many of you are actually investing your money? Drop a 1 in the comments if you are actually investing some of your money. I have a few stocks, and I'm thinking about, diversifying. I'm thinking about pulling one of my stocks down and putting them in somewhere else. So, which I need to put down on my goal sheet to call and see about doing that. So, if stock's not your thing, find something that you like to invest in that has, 4% or better growth, 5%, the stock market is like 7 to 10%, typically. You can go, that's what I'm talking about. Invest your money. You can get a little bit more of a margin of return when you're talking about stocks, depending on who you invest in. Because the video went crazy today. Anybody watching the video? Oh, who's that? Charles Schwab. That's who I'm with. They have a lot of training videos. I don't know who you broker with, but they have a lot of training videos. And then you can play with it with what's the name of it? Oh, I used to do it. It's slipping my mind right now. Where you can go on there and just do paper money, which is not real money, and play with the stock market and see how that works. With their money, not real money, and just see how it goes. Right. I'm gonna get the name of it. Oh, it's slipping my mind, but you can learn by just actually doing it. If you go to Charles Schwab, they have a whole training section, and then you can use their app. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's slipping my mind. I can't believe it, because I used to do it all the time. And you could do paper money, and it'll teach you how to, read the charts and how to put these things, in different areas and things of that nature. So your average return, you want at least 7%. So, $100 a month. If you do an index fund, averaging 7% return, you'll have like 16,500 in 10 years. That's on the low end, low scale. I know that's like whatever, but a lot of you getting these big refund checks and these tax returns. What we gonna do with that? A lot of times people go. I would do a live on that because I do it every year. But a lot of people go out and buy the same thing every single time, every year with their tax return, and they have to keep doing it instead of making that money work for you. Any type of lump sum money, you should reinvest to grow it. And you just need to get the education enough to do it. Think or Swim. That's the name of it. Think or Swim. So if you want to learn more about the stock market, you want to play without using your money, go to Charles Schwab and use Think or Swim. But there's other platforms that have different platforms that you can use to help you learn. I know Rocket Money has one. They have one for Bitcoin. Coinbase has one for Bitcoin. But Rocket Money has one for the stock market and Bitcoin. So you can go on there, use their platforms and their free services. Think or Swim is on Charles Schwab. So you can go on there. Hey, play with $100,000 if you want to, and just put it in different places and see how it grows. And then you'll be able to see where you can put your money. So I've used Think or Swim. Now it does. You can put the app on your phone, and you can also put it on your computer. It's best on the computer for me. You be able to see the charts better and everything. But yeah, that's what I meant to say. I said Rocket. I'm thinking, see, I'm getting real estate brain. Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood Money has they have a training platform too. But I'm just not familiar with Robinhood's. I have invested with Robinhood before, but I switched over to Charles Schwab, which was Fidelity at one point. But I switched over to Charles Schwab, and they use Think or Swim, and I've just been using that platform. But any platform you use should have some type of training that you can use for, paper money, as they call it. And like I said, play with $100,000 to see what it put 20,000, about $20,000 worth of stock in the video and see what you do, because the video went crazy today. But you have to learn how to read the lines in the charts and study the history of the company and see what they're doing next and what's growing, because this AI thing is going crazy right now. And also, if you're into Bitcoin, we are having a it's a big Bitcoin revolution with the changing and the charging orders of our presidency, the Senate, everybody that's on that camp. However you feel about it, is Bitcoin. Everything. So follow the money. That's all I can say. You can feel whatever you want to feel, but follow the money. So all in all, it's just certain things that you need to do, especially in 2025, because of the charging orders, to get your financial house in order. Tracking, doing the zero-based budgeting where you track what's coming in and what's coming out, and get that down all the way down to zero when you talk about your expenses and having some money left over so that you can take that money to invest. Like I said, I invest in REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. And with those are the people that hold hi Tracy. Those are the people that hold that the house like Target and the malls and Amazon. These people do not buy that real estate. They rent it. So you go and find those companies that they're renting to or renting from and invest in those companies, because they know they're not going nowhere. Or, invest in the Magnificent Seven, Apple, the Amazon, Amazon, Google, the both of the alphabets, as they say, Microsoft, NVIDIA is part of that now, and Meta. So, those are the typical ones people invest in, but find the ones that you feel. Alta have been going crazy for a minute. Those of us that love Alta or whatever, Alta have been going crazy for a minute. It's high though, but it's still a good investment because they steady grow. People are going to continue to buy makeup. So, just go on there and study these companies. Those companies that you buy products from, study. Procter & Gamble is one of those companies that has so many companies under their umbrella. They're not going nowhere. They supply the tissue, the ketchup, the everything we use, everyday use. They have it. So find, if you don't, that's just stock market mind. Just research these companies and think about the things that you use every day, the brands that you buy, invest in them. Why not? You giving them the money, make them some money off of them, and find the ones that have a return that you can get dividends from. What are dividends? So every year they pay out to these companies, pay out their stockholders money every year. So the more you have in that stock, the more your dividends you'll get back, plus whatever is growing in the stock market. So come on, y'all, we got to get this money together. And a lot of Black people, don't invest in the stock market. We do a lot of real estate, which, of course, I'm real estate minded too, but we don't do a lot of stock market stuff, or index funds, mutual funds, those type of things. Because real estate is our jam, right? So I'm not just gearing that to, I just speaking to my people, but all in all, especially young people that have, and if you have like a refund check that you get from school and stuff like that, man, if y'all not flipping that money so that when you get out of school, you can pay your student loans off like bow without the problem. Come on. I wish I would have did that, because I got 8 5-figure refund checks. And if I would have known what I know now, multi-millionaire by now, I would have been flipping that money so quick, because I didn't really need to spend it on nothing. I was living at home. Like, I had a phone bill. I even have a car note. I had car insurance. So, it was real easy. But anyway, I can get to talking about this all night. So I'm not going to hold y'all. Tomorrow is Real Estate Tuesday. So tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. on my, my Instagram, my YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've grown some subscribers. I'm kind of happy. Some of my students at my job subscribe to us. So I'm happy. But I'm growing my YouTube channel and everything. So it's RE with T on YouTube. I got to post some of my shorts on there as well. Thank you, T. I got to come see y'all in Tampa too. I haven't forgot about y'all. And so tap in with me tomorrow for real. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to. I got a podcast interview tomorrow. Oh, I am going to do, you know what? I'm doing my Real Estate Tuesday at 12 p.m. at work. That's what I said. I'm still going to do my live at work. It's at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for Real Estate Tuesday. And it's going to be at 12 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. because at 7 p.m. I'm doing a podcast interview. So I can't do it at 7. So absolutely we need to collaborate. So let's talk about it. Let's get it together. So I bid you adieu. Share, like, comment. I appreciate all the participation. Share this with somebody you feel that is needed for. And I bid you adieu. And everybody have an amazing night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Man, you go like talk through my live. He was already screaming.
You didn't hear me. What did I say? I said, and it said Tracy. I thought you saw her.